Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Jordan Shockley. He's with the University of Kentucky, Associate Extension Professor there. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning, Joanna.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because I'm sure that you guys, this is certainly a busy year for the economics department at the university because it's a moving target this year, it seems like. In most years, we're looking at risk and prices and those type of things, but it's kind of compounded on us this year. And I think that a lot of farmers are going to have to rely on a lot of the ag econ resources to be able to make some of these tough decisions that they might have to make this year.
Absolutely. Going into this year, I was doing a lot of trainings across the state on utilizing some of the tools that we have available in the department, specifically to address a lot of the questions we were getting around high fertilizer prices and how do we kind of manage those and what does that look from a budgeting standpoint. And so we have got a host of resources available on our departmental website. A lot of those are downloadable. You can free of charge. You can go online, download them right to your computer, and they're all, for the most part, customizable to your own specific operation. So it doesn't matter whether you're a grain producer, livestock producer, we've got tools that cover the gambit of operations. And so it's critical now, given the uncertainty and volatility that we've seen across all sectors of agriculture. And how do we best prepare ourselves and manage for the coming months? And I think there's a lot of tools that are available that'll be useful going forward.
Absolutely. And if we just had that crystal ball to be able to tell us what that is, but I think preparation for all those different circumstances might be a good idea. And that's what's great about those budgets is you can enter in like worst case scenario fertilizer prices and see how your profit margins are and kind of prepare for the possibility of some of those things with the customization of those budgets.
So yeah, for example, our soybean crop going forward, right? We've got some of our inputs in the ground already. We're hoping for some rain. How do we manage our expectations on profitability moving forward? And that's a great example to use, where you would download our budget tool. We can play with yield expectations going forward. We already know some of our input prices. You can put those in there, and then it produces great information like a break-even price needed to cover your cost of production. And so you can help utilize those tools and couple that with a marketing plan moving forward on your soybean crop.
Absolutely. And sometimes I think that might be easier with a grain operation, but I think it's almost more critical, especially this year for our livestock producers with a shortage of hay, where they're facing the same high nitrogen pricing, but the markets haven't responded as well in that sector as it has with the grain. And so there might be some of those tough decisions, and knowing your break-even cost is probably more important this year than ever.
I preach this a lot. Understanding your cost of production, regardless of what you're doing, is essential to being a good farm manager and making profits going forward, or anytime, right? But under tight margin considerations, volatility, and the potential for unfavorable prices, it's even more critical. And because there's only a few things that we can manage, and costs is one of those. And so understanding those high cost points, what costs can you manage, potentially bring down to kind of manage those margins, is key.
Absolutely. And I know that you guys also put out a newsletter, and I think there's a lot of helpful information there for farmers.
Absolutely. We do put out a monthly newsletter. It's called the Economic and Policy Update. And we have a host of writers on there. They're short articles. It's easy to sign up. You can get it via email. And we try to put out the most timely information possible for our stakeholders across the state.
All kinds of information that's very timely that I think is very important for us to be aware of and know more about. And then if they have further questions, they can certainly contact the extension office, and then we can get in touch with you if we don't have the answer for that. So I certainly appreciate all the work that you've done on that, and then going around and talking about all the great resources that are available at our Ag Economics department. So thanks, Jordan, for visiting with us. And if you have questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.